Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tuuvas, and I'm here today to show you guys how to make this. This is the UFO that I show off in my second episode of my gameplay footage of Besiege. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and click the link here. But to give you a very brief demonstration of what this aircraft is capable of, I'm going to go ahead and do a frickin' barrel roll. I've already got it upside down, so let's get a little more height, and then bring it back around, just like that. Completed a barrel roll. And on top of that, this thing is actually very precise with its movements. I can go forward, back, left, and right very, very easily, almost like a claw game. If you were to look at it from directly above, you can use this little diamond reticle as kind of like a bombing reticle. And on top of that, since this thing is equipped with a sheep grabber right at the center of the bottom, you can use this same bombing reticle to kind of guide your grabber, your sheep grabber, right on top of objects you want to grab. So in this case, I'm targeting that wooden block right there, so I'm going to make sure I position this right at the center, descend upon it, listen for the grab, and there you go, lift back off into the air, maneuver over the glyph, and then press 0 to let go, and just like that you complete this level, or this zone. So anyways guys, let's move on to the tutorial. Okay guys, so just like with my original helicopter design, with this one we're going to go ahead and start off with the main rotor assembly. So to do that, let's go ahead and go to our mechanical section, select our spinning blocks, and place 4 of those on top of the core block. Once you have 4 placed, go ahead and remove the bottommost one because we don't actually need that one. It was just so we can make these set of blocks 4 blocks high from the core block. So go ahead and select our unpowered wheel and place that on top of the core block, just like that. Next, we're going to take our brace from the blocks section and click and drag from the center of the unpowered wheel to the bottom of the bottommost spinning block, just like that. Okay, next we are going to go to our mechanical section, click on the steering block, and then place this on the sides of the bottom and topmost spinning blocks. So these 2 layers. Just like this. Then next we're going to go to our flight section and take our wing panel and place these on each of the spinning block, or the steering blocks I should say. Now keep in mind guys, if your wing panel looks like this, don't worry, just hit the R key to rotate it so that's horizontal and then just click and place it. So just like this. And then now we're going to take our key mapper, highlight the bottom layer of the steering blocks, and then hit F to flip them. The reason why is because if we don't do this and we hit the right arrow key, we will not generate lift. So if we want to test this out, let's go ahead and hit play, then hit the right arrow key and it should take off into the air. And left key descends it, right key makes it take off. So left down, right up, just like that. Okay, we look good. Now next we're going to click on the spinning block and then change the rotation speed to 1.50. This is just about the max speed you can go without the wing panels flying off like frisbees. So just go ahead and take this setting, go ahead and copy it or press Ctrl C and then paste it onto each of the other spinning blocks. Just like that. And now that should be going pretty quickly, not bad. Then if we take off the arrow, go a lot faster than before, and that's exactly what we want. So anyways guys, so that's how you create the main rotor assembly. So let's go ahead and move on to the brace support and maneuvering blocks. Okay guys, so to create our brace support, first we're going to want a swivel joint on top of the topmost spinning block. Then next take your brace, and then click on one side of the core block, starting from the core block. This is very important that you start from the core block and then drag to the same side of the swivel joint. So do that to all 4 sides. Once again, starting from the core block, just like that. This will keep the main rotor assembly from tilting in too many directions while you're maneuvering the UFO. Otherwise, it'll start going in odd directions and then it'll eventually just tear itself apart. So it's very important that you do this step. So next we're going to add the flying block so that we can actually maneuver this aircraft in such a way that will allow us to do things like barrel rolls. So to add essentially the maneuvering controls, go ahead and take your small wooden block and place 6 of them on every side of this middle spinning block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so once you have that, go ahead and delete the first 5 of every set. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So all you're left with is these ones hanging off to the side. So go ahead and go back to your small wooden block and then place 2 on each side of these center pieces here. Just like so. Okay, now that you have that, let's go ahead and brace these up so that they don't, just fall off, because they are technically floating in midair. So let's go ahead and start off by clicking on our core block on one side, then dragging that to the bottom of the centerpiece. So just like that, and then do that to all 4 sides, just like this. And then do the same with the top side. So start with the side of the swivel joint, and then attach that to the top of the centerpiece on all 4 sides, just like this. So next, we're going to want to attach each of these sides to each other so that they don't go flying off themselves. So start off by clicking here. It doesn't matter which one you click on, as long as you click on the inner left piece, just like this. And then when you rotate, go ahead and click and drag to the previous one on the opposite side. So just like this. So they're connected kind of like that. And do that for all 4. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This is what creates the bombing reticle that we see from directly above. And it also helps keep all the pieces attached together so that when it starts spinning and flipping and tumbling in the air, these pieces don't go flying off. So next we're going to start attaching our flying spirals. Alright, so first off, we're going to want to select our flying block or flying spiral, whatever the heck you want to call it, and go ahead and place it starting with the top layer. So from the top, let's go ahead and place them just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 on top, and then from the bottom, let's go ahead and place these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you got 4 on top, or rather 8 on top, 8 on the bottom. And then from the sides, let's go ahead and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that's what will control the forward, back, left, and right motions, while these ones on the sides right here will control the rotation. So let's place these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there you have it. That's how you place all the flying spirals or flying blocks. Now you do not want to place them here because they will intersect with these wing panels, so don't worry about those. So this is basically all you'll ever need. So let's go ahead and move on to the key mapping controls. So go ahead and click on your key mapper and then select, starting with the top, from the top down view, we're going to select this guy, and this is what will control the tilt down. So in my case, I like to set this to number 8 on my number pad, and then change this to max speed and do the same with the one right next to it. Then next, we're going to select this guy. This is what will make it tilt left. So let's go ahead and click that, and then set it to number 7 on the number pad. Max speed to all of these. Do the same with the one right next to it, number 7. Then this setup here is what will help it tilt backwards. Let's set this to number 5. Number 5. Then this will make it tilt right. So set that to number 9 on the number pad. Max speed, number 9 on the number pad. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at it from the bottom. And kind of the same idea. So let's start off with these ones right here. This is what these ones will help it tilt backwards. So let's go ahead and set these to number 5. And keep in mind, guys, I'm using the house as a point of reference. So the side of this UFO that is facing the house is the front. So just keep that in mind. So number 5 is backwards. So since this will help it tilt backwards, hit number 5. Then this will help it tilt to the right. So number 9. Then this side will help it tilt to the left. So number 7. Number 7. And then this side will help it tilt, oh, come on, forward. So hit number 8 and max speed. Number 8, max speed. Let me make sure I set all of them to max speed. No, I didn't. I forgot 1 or 2. Max speed, max speed, max speed. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and test this out and make sure we got this right. So take off in the air using the right arrow key, and then tilt left, tilt right, tilt forward, tilt back. Very good. Now at this point, we should be able to do barrel rolls. Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the rotation controls by selecting each of these spiral blocks here. So facing the house, start off with this guy. This is what will help it rotate counterclockwise. So let's go ahead and click this and press number 4. And then let's go ahead and rotate it like this, and then click here, press number 4. And then select this one, press number 4. And then rotate again, select this one, press number 4. Now let's reorient ourselves to the house, and then let's do the clockwise motion. So let's start off with this guy instead. Since this is the one that'll help it turn clockwise, let's click on this and then hit number 6 on the number pad. Then rotate this way, number 6 on the number pad. Again, since these are going to help it turn in the clockwise motion. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and test those out by lifting off into the air, and then hitting number 6 to rotate clockwise. Very nice. And then hit 4 to rotate counterclockwise. And very good. We are all set for the rotations. So next, let's go ahead and move on to our precision controls, which will allow us to pilot this kind of like a claw game. So that will be the flying spirals that are facing outward. So these guys. So go ahead and click on this back side flying spiral and set this to K, and then max speed. This one as well. And then we're going to want to set these ones, since this will make it move to the right. Let's go ahead and set that to L. L. Then this will make it go to the left. So set that to J. Oh, come on. J. And then the front ones will make it, well, move forward. So let's go ahead and set those to I. Just like that. And let's go ahead and test those out. So hit play, lift off into the air. Then hit I, makes it go forward. K makes it go backwards. L makes it go to the right. And then J makes it go to the left. Alright, we're pretty much set. So let's go ahead and move on to the weaponry. For the weaponry, let's go ahead and select our small wooden blocks and place. Well, first let's go ahead and lift the UFO off into the air a little bit so we have room. So click on our small wooden block and place 4 of them, 1 each on each side of the core block, just like this. Then next we're going to go to our weaponry, click on our bomb, and place 4 of those on the side of each of these small wooden blocks. So one on each side of the wooden blocks, just like that. Then select the wooden blocks and then remove them, just like that. And in their place, go ahead and go to your mechanical section, click on your grabber, and then place those on each side of the core block so that when you hit play, they will already be grabbing onto the bombs themselves. So go ahead and select your grabber again, and then put this on the bottom of the core block, just like that. And this kind of doubles as a landing gear because the grabbers tend to have a little bit of a spring action to them. So it'll keep the bombs off the ground so that when you hit the ground, they will not explode right away. So that's pretty much a bonus right there. And it kind of keeps it level just like that. It's kind of interesting. So you're able to take off pretty freely. And if you use your little maneuvering controls like this, you can actually position yourself over these sheep and then pick one of them up if you were careful enough. And we destroyed the house. Well, shit. Anyway, so let's go ahead and move on to the key mapping for these grabbers. Alright, so the key mapping. Go ahead and, when you're facing the house, go ahead and click on the key mapper, and then select the back and front grabbers and set these to number 1 on your number pad. Now you can set these to whatever you want, but I would recommend setting the opposite sides to the same number. That way when you release the bombs, they won't create an imbalance in the aircraft. So what I mean by that is, so say for example I were to set this to 1 and then set this to number 2, right? To number 2, just like that. So if we take off in the air and then drop 1, or drop one of them I should say, now it starts tilting backwards because all the weight's going in the back. It's kind of favoring the backside. So the benefit of setting the opposite sides to the same numbers that you won't have that effect when you drop the bomb. So since I set this to number 1, let's go to set the opposite side to number 1. Then likewise set these to number 2, so the opposite side to number 2 as well. And then this guy, the sheep grabber, go ahead and set that to 0. That way the grabber's all on the number pad. So let's go ahead and take off in the air and test this out. So by dropping one set of bombs, you should not affect the tilting of the aircraft, and then if you drop the other set, it's not affecting it either, and it's staying level. So there you go, guys, that's perfect, and that is actually pretty much the entire tutorial right there. So if you want to test the sheep grabber, let's go ahead and try that out. Hopefully, actually, you know what, let's grab this human. Let's see if we can't chase this guy down. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Let's go get him. Come on, buddy. Where are you? Jesus. Ah, it is so hard to move. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. Ah, so hard to see what I'm doing. Ah, come on. Raise up. Yeah, there we go. We got him. Yeah, farmer abducted. Mission accomplished. Let's see if he likes roller coasters. Woo! Oh, God. Oh, no, he didn't like roller coasters. I don't know why it stopped in midair. Oh, let's try that again. I'm having fun now. Well, let's go. Yeah, we got him again. Okay, let's take him for a joyride. So tilt right. Oh God, he is so heavy. Oh my God. Villagers are extremely heavy. I did not realize that. Let me make sure I can actually do a barrel roll still. Yeah, I can. It's actually the villager who's causing me not to do a barrel roll. That's crazy. Okay, let's try a sheep. I wonder if they're any different. Oh yeah, Solomon's flock. Here we go. Let's go ahead and pick this guy up right here, because he looks like he wants to be abducted. Ah, come on. Come on. Oh, he's a little behind. Ah, there we go. Alright, what should we name you? Let's call you Mike, I guess. So, yeah, let's call you Mike. I really hope I can do a barrel roll with this guy. Yeah! Barrel roll! No! Mike! Oh, what happened? How did he die? Okay, so Mike didn't like that, so let's go on to, I don't know, let's call this one Jake. Alright, Jake, let's do this. Whoever I capture next is going to be called Jake. Jake, you know you want to be part of this. No, not you. That guy right there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I hope you guys see which one I want. Ah! No! Went over. He's in the middle. He's in the middle. Did I get him? No! I got someone else. Ah! Let's call you John. John. The Sheep John, Farmer John was the original guy who was too fat for me to do a barrel roll with, so let's try this again, except with bombs attached. Alright, barrel roll time! Yeah! No! Ah! These sheep keep on flying. Ah! Anyways, guys, so that was the tutorial video on how to make this UFO. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you liked the video, and if you really liked it and would like to see more of this kind of stuff, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and on the top left you'll see a link to my previous tutorial video where I showed you guys how to pilot my attack helicopter, and on the bottom left is my episode 2 of Besiege gameplay where I go through each of the levels using this UFO. So once again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.